Maybe he had a it's been sent to a third party. Okay. Custom live streaming service. Wow, I didn't know that Zoom had a live streaming service like that. That's pretty nice.
Where's Basil at?
He kept giving the echo, so he might be fixing his PC. Do you usually run the show for an hour or 30 minutes or
Half an hour.
okay, good.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
you
I
usually
can't hear
it's
you.
usually yeah, it's
Hold
usually
on.
30.
oh,
Let's
okay.
try my output. Hold
Okay, now there's no more echo. That's good.
We usually run the show till 10 o'clock normally.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Y'all run the show late.
on. Oh, what the heck? I still can't hear anything. Turn up the
Uh-oh.
volume. All right, we're good.
But we can hear you.
Okay, no, my computer's everything's been good. It's just like turned up my volume, then changed the output, and then the volume was still down somehow
Ah,
after I
all
hit.
right, here we go.
Okay, we are live on Rockin'
Let's
with Rahul
roll.
and the two amigos.
Let's roll.
Uh, William and Basil, you want to start it off? Yeah. Well, welcome to Rockin' with Rahul and the two amigos. My name is Basil. Um,
And my name is Will.
and my name is
We have
Rahul, the amazing Rahul. That's right. And we got the amazing William and the amazing Basil. We got a special guest here. His name is Shasha Yudin. Uh,
hello.
can you introduce yourself to the listeners and can you talk
Yeah,
about where you're from?
sure. So Monko alumni, whoop whoop. Very happy to be here on Rahul's show. I knew Rahul and Monko since 2014, 2015, back in the golden days of Monko. Not to say it's not golden
Yeah.
now, but it's different back then.
Which semester is it and what year you two first met at Monco? Out of
I mean,
curiosity.
I don't know what.
2014, 2015.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
long time.
yeah. If it was my girlfriend, I might know exactly when, but he's just a guy, so I'm not gonna know exactly when.
So it's been 9, 10 years since you guys known each other.
Yeah, yeah, up and on, but
Yeah.
it's very nice. I mean, Marco brings
I met
everybody.
Raul through at Monco too. I met him since fall 2016, right, Raul?
Yeah.
It's been almost 8 years, correct? Since we first became friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 years. 8 years is a long time,
That is a long
Yeah,
time.
just
they
like
used
9 and 10 years are.
right,
Yeah.
and Rahul actually used to be part of the TV production. They had like Jimmy's actuals, and Rahul also used to go around campus and kind of do like a live stream of questions, Q&A to students. So yeah, he's really knows what he's doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, great
So,
to
uh,
be.
oh, well, what you? Oh, wow, Raul. Was before way before I met you, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, long before I started at Monco, right?
Yeah.
And
So, so Sasha,
Sasha,
can you introduce yourself to the listeners and talk about where you're from and uh,
Yeah,
what was your degree in Monco and
and what year you graduated and stuff?
yeah, sure. I started Mako 2012. I earned an associate's in theater arts in 2016. I was actually my first debut was the Allow Me project, directed by Tim Gallagher. He's
Oh,
still there.
I know him. He's my professor for acting to study scene, and I had him for acting one last semester. I
Yep.
know him.
He's the dad of all acting. He's the dad. He's great. He's a
Do
great
you
human
know?
being, very humble.
Yeah. Do you know another theater professor named Jessica? I only met her once.
I do. I also know Mike Whistler. He's
I
no
heard
longer
she's like
there.
the theater mom.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tim Gallagher's been there like very since the inertia. I had it's Jessica Dow Canton. She's very
Yeah.
good, very professional. Mike Whistler. So yeah, I got my. I was in. That was my first debut, the Lammy Project by Moises Kaufman, and I also did a Shakespeare play called Twelfth Night, and I did that in 2016. And very active and international night with international club. It's led and advised by the chairperson of Dilek. She's fantastic. So done multiple performances there, and I actually just did one last year, last international night. So for any of the listeners who really love to go international night, I believe this one is April 11th. But always stay tuned. And yeah, I'm originally not a born U.S. citizen. I was born in Siberia, as part of Russia, and yeah, flew over here, and it's a great story. I also went back to 2016 after I graduated with a one-way ticket back to Russia for 50 days. So it
Uh,
was very, very nice.
So,
Uh,
since you're
uh,
from Russia,
uh,
how's how's the weather and how's life in Russia like? And
Yeah.
what side of the road do you guys drive in? And how's the how's the food in Russia? Like
I
what?
love these questions. They're great. We drive on the right side actually of the road, and there's no lines in the middle of the road, and it's very fast. And in Siberia, you have to understand it's very rural. There's just completely nature. Part of the reason why it's great for nature lovers, I would say, is there's no tourist attractions. So a lot of folks get bored. But if you love nature, it's great. So it's wonderful. And also, yes, with the weather, they're not kidding. I believe 8 out of 12 months of the year, it's just winter. And February is actually the worst month. It can go up for 3 weeks consecutively for about between -15 to -25 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what's Celsius, but yeah. So it's
wow.
very blistering cold, and don't know really how my family does it. They've just been living there, my native family. And there's a famous dish. I don't know if it's really the Russians invented it. I believe they did. It's called borscht. And if you know what the vegetable is called, beets. It's they're like a purple vegetable, beets. It's pretty much just beet soup. But you can have a lot of great variations. You can have chicken in there, lamb in there, all kinds of different broths, spices. But it's called borscht. And it's yeah, it's very nice. A lot of the folks who have villages, like my family, they save all the meat and poultry for the winter, and they primarily eat just vegetables and eggs during the summer because, they're just not well off, and meat keeps you more warm in the winter than vegetables. Yeah.
Okay.
uh, so, well, what do you do? So, when you graduated in 2016, that's the year I first started at Mako in the spring of that year.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
I've
long
been
time.
going for 8 years now. When I started taking one class at a time. Then I started taking two classes at a time.
I did that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I took oh really? Yeah,
My
same thing.
first semester, just one class. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you took the
Uh,
two later on too for the rest of your college years?
I took two for the second semester, and then I think after that, I just kind of rolled with the punches and went full time. Yeah.
after graduating Monco, what do you do? And what are
I
you currently doing now? Are you
Sure.
are you playing any music, or are you composing any music?
Composing any music? No, not composing music. I know I have a dear friend who does that. I write. I'm a writer. I love to write. I write poetry. I actually, if you know the Monk Gazette, the Monk Community College publication called the Mont Gazette is part of the club. Just wrote a opinion column paper there. After Monco, just like maybe a full swing of events, from 2016 to maybe now, which is a long time. Can't really cover all of it, but I got my bachelor's degree at Pierce College. That was in 2022. Before that, when I came back from Siberia, I was in the workforce. pretty much all the time. I was independent, living in Philadelphia, living in the very bad parts of Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. Um, and just yeah, really working. I've been trying to apply to Ivy League schools, just didn't get through. But I eventually went to Pierce College. It's a very small school on Spruce and Broad, and I got my actually I got my bachelor's in liberal studies. I also got a graduate certificate in nonprofit leadership. Right now, I'm actually in nonprofit. I'm part of two nonprofit organizations. I teach adolescents, teenagers, playwriting and dance. And
Well,
the other nonprofit, I do career coaching for high school seniors.
That's awesome what you do.
yeah, that's amazing.
May-
That's a touching story.
maybe
Yeah.
you could teach me and William and Basil how to dance because we are not good dancers.
I can teach anyone how to dance. Dancing is,
Yeah.
yeah. I,
Yeah.
it's a fun story. One of there's a in Philadelphia. So the particular dance I'm very comfortable teaching is Latin dance. There's different variations. There's salsa, there's Dominican bachata, there's cha-cha. I was part of a Latin dance academy in Philadelphia, very close to Jefferson train station on Vine Street, called Art in Motion Latin Dance Academy. And it's a great story. Just real quick, maybe 2 minutes. I was I got that involvement through a dog. A because in through Mongo. So funny story. I think it was the summertime of 2018. I was just walking around Mongo because it's just a beautiful campus in the summer, not many students and people around. And I saw this dog across from the whole campus and just never seen it. And it really captured my eye. It was like this big dog. And it was just a lady walking her dog. And I just went up to her and said, "What kind of dog is this?" It's just a very beautiful dog. And it was, oh my gosh, I just forget the name of it. Um, it's not a shepherd. It's not a Dalmatian. Oh my goodness, the really big furry ones.
Goldens.
It's like a golden.
Um,
I'm just gonna Google it really quick. I'm so sorry. It's just what happens when you get
Golden
old. You just
Retriever.
forget. Uh, it's like a long, big, big, big dog breed. I'm just gonna Google it and I'm gonna find it. I'll tell you. Okay. It's here. It's here. I got like listen. Here we go.
Great Dane.
Should have wrote this down somewhere. Sorry about
I
that,
think it
guys.
must be Golden Retriever, right?
Yeah, it was like variation of a husky and a golden retriever. It was a very interesting dog. Talked to the lady, introduced myself, I have a conversation, and I was like, yeah, I did performances here at Marco, and she knew someone, an instructor at a Latin Dance Academy, and asked me if I wanted to take classes, and I was like, I'll think about it. I reached out to them and they told me, they offer classes. But at the time, I was like, I don't want to pay for classes. Maybe I could just exchange labor for free classes, work for them, and then they could just give me free classes. And they weren't too interested at first, but I think like 2 months in, they reached out. And ever since it became a family, I got a job there. I did 3 performances there. Actually, my first performance, here we go, talking about sports, right? It was during the halftime show, NBA. It was the Miami Heats versus the 76ers
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day of 2018, halftime show. Yeah, it's really cool. I'll
Speak,
show you that. I'll show you that YouTube video, Rahul. But
okay.
yeah, so I could definitely teach you.
Speaking of the NBA, there was a record broken performance last week. LeBron James passed 40,000 points.
Forty
Uh,
thousand points. Wow.
yeah, so he's the all-time leading scorer in NBA right now, scoring
Even more than Michael
40,000 points.
Jordan.
What?
Even more than Michael Jordan.
He
Yeah,
played much longer than Michael Jordan, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, I think he did play much
So
longer.
no matter what,
and
I'm
plus
pretty sure he has a good amount more.
other breaking news in sports was Jason Kelsey retired.
Yeah.
from NFL,
Sadly, yeah, the
which
press
was sad
conferences
news.
were.
But he was a good player. So
Mm.
He really enjoyed football, and I remember one thing he said that when he had the Christmas party one year was he said like 2014, right, Rahul? That's what he said, right?
yeah,
And that's when he met his future wife, correct?
yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, he met his future wife and he fell in love with her, which was a touching story he told.
yeah. So Sasha, uh, what do you think about the current situation going on in Russia, like against Russia and Ukraine? What do you think? What do you think about that?
Ooh, big topic. Well, I'm against what's going on personally. I do not approve what's going on. It's very, very unfortunate. It's very sad. Lots of innocent folks are just dying. Same thing over there in Gaza. It's a very over there in that part of the world. It's a very bad time to live right now. And fortunately, my family are safe. But yeah, it's very sad, and it's just very unfortunate, and just so many things I would say off the radar that I disapprove. But I don't want to. I don't want audiences to come hunt me down. So, but I'll just say, I'm completely against all that, and really shame on him, shame on him.
Do, do you agree with some of the decision the Russian Prime Minister is doing? Do you agree with some of those decisions?
That's a very general question. I'll pretty much safely say no. I don't agree with anything. Like anything with just trying to go over there, Ukraine, and they already have their established country is just so unnecessary. So yeah, very unnecessary.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, and we also feel terrible of what's going on in Ukraine and all. Like,
Yeah, and Gaza and all these other places.
yeah,
Very, yeah.
yeah, we all should just help one another and be there for one another on tough times like this.
Oh, amen. Amen to that, Rahul. Good
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah. Um, what part of Russia were you born in?
Very close. Well, I'll tell you, there's a lake in the world. It's the oldest lake in the whole world. It's the deepest lake in the whole world, and it's called Lake Baikal. It's a Baikal. I highly suggest you just Google image it. It's very beautiful. Anyone who's listening, and I'm pretty much maybe a mile away from that lake. So it's about 20. Apparently, it's 25,000 feet deep, and I don't know how they would calculate this, but on Wikipedia it says it's like over 1 million years old or something, or maybe of course, but it's a very beautiful lake, blue, and very. It's the coldest too, coldest lake. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of like a little above Mongolia in Siberia. So Siberia is a region in Russia. For anyone who doesn't know, it's pretty much the middle to eastern region, and it goes all the way to the north. But like if you would talk about Moscow, very different from Moscow. It's a whole different lifestyle.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Um, Basil, William, do you have any questions for Sasha?
I'm looking at the lake right now. It looks beautiful.
Oh well.
yeah.
Do you think you can send us down a group chat, Basil, if you can?
One more time, Will?
Do you think you can send it, or do you have a link about it online, or
Yeah, I do.
yeah? Do you think you can send it to us, text it to us, the link,
Yeah, absolutely.
so we can see it?
Yes. I'll send it
Thank,
right now.
thank you.
William, do you have any questions for Sasha?
Hi, Sasha. So you said you got your associate's degree. You got a bachelor's degree in liberal studies.
Yep, yep.
And which school was that?
Pierce College.
Pierce College. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
liberal studies is great. What I like
Was
about
it
liberal studies,
Yeah.
is you get to really choose what you want to
Yeah.
take.
And which Ivy League schools did you apply? I know UPenn is an Ivy League school.
Yeah, I apply. Yeah, I think that's one of them.
Okay. Because I was about to say my sister goes there actually.
Yeah.
She's there for grad school right now, but she's getting her master's degree in May.
Oh, good for her. Very nice.
Yeah.
I actually I applied to Syracuse University once upon a time in New York, but I just didn't want to be away from my family. And Syracuse is way up there in New York, you know?
Oh yeah, that is pretty far.
Yeah, but I think Monaco is very fantastic for alumni because I can still, of course, be connected to even this. Rahul has a show, radio, and if you all seen the new Science Center, it is so beautiful. They renovated the whole new Science Center theater, and
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Is that where are you talking? Which science are you talking about? The one for the acting and for the music? The one where the theater
the main
is?
stage, the big one
Oh,
upstairs. Yeah.
yeah, I've been
And
there.
plus, and plus, uh, the college hall is different now
Yeah.
It's
in
funny. I call the
Monaco.
comment the way they I like to poke at College Hall because I call it the Miami Hotel Inn. Yeah, because you got those palm trees and it's blue and you know, I think it's great though. They space got a lot of space, but do any of you remember? I know Rahul remembers where you had to wait in line to be for the check-in for if you want, how they had the enrollment specialist and you had to wait in line and
Yeah,
yeah, and
I
there's a
remember.
bookstore
I,
and those are good
Yeah,
those are the good
yeah, yeah.
days.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
remember
remember
that.
that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Sasha,
What happened to that line now?
Well, now you just have a app and you just get it's like a restaurant. So your alarm goes off on the app if you have it installed on your smartphone, and then you just go up to them then.
Okay.
Sasha,
Hmm.
what other countries have you been to?
Well, recently I've been to Bangladesh and I love Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, which country's that in?
It's right next to Rahul's country, India.
Oh, Bangladesh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would like to go to India, Rahul.
Yeah, in India is just like Bangladesh.
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
yeah, and also, my
Did you
dad
try
said,
any good food in Bangladesh?
yeah. Have you tried any?
Oh my goodness. I tell you, it's a whole different planet. We try clay oven food from the ground. So Rahul, let me ask you, you had food from the clay oven that's on the ground, like
Yeah,
it's built. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's the you just can't get that taste anywhere else in the world. So
yeah.
it's really, really special.
And
If you want to know something, oh, go ahead.
have you sat on have you have did you went in the auto rickshaw?
I did. I call them. Here's a funny story for everyone, right? So if you don't know what a rickshaw is that Rahul is referring to, for the folks who are from the West, they might kind of see it as a quad car. It's like a box car, right? But it's what's interesting. It's not really. It's spelled RICKSHAW, but I have a different name for it, and I'll tell you why. I I call it the Huggy Mobile because it's one person who is usually steering it, and they have like a little carriage in the back for maybe three people, sometimes four. But then you also have two seats right next to the person operating it. And it's not a closed seat. Everything's kind of open. And the roads and everybody goes very fast. So you have to hold on to the driver, the operator. You actually kind of have to hug him so you don't fall off the wonderful vehicle. So I call it the Huggy-mobile because everyone hugs each other so they don't fall off. And I loved
Yeah,
it. I loved every single bit of it. Just really was so special. I did a lot of footage and all that. And yeah, my favorite is actually the bicycle one, Rahul, the one that I just go by bicycle and you
Yeah.
have a cabbage. Yeah, that's what's that name? Yeah, but those are my favorite.
Do you plan on visiting any other countries?
I would love
Um,
to go somewhere in Africa. Absolutely.
That's where my dad is from. He's from Ghana in West Africa. So I've been there once
Oh,
last year, a year
Ghana's
ago.
very
e-
beautiful.
Even William is married. William got married
Yeah.
In
in
Ghana?
Ghana. His
Yeah,
wife is
I'm
Ghana.
actually
Really?
very, yeah,
That's really awesome.
that's where I first met my wife. Yeah,
Did
that's
you have a
where she's from.
traditional like Ghanaian wedding?
Yeah, that's where the wife was in Ghana. Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful country.
Now
Yes, it is.
next we will be there for Basil's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
whenever it will, yeah, he has to find someone first
you
that
have to
that
find
will
him a Ghanaian
truly,
woman. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
fine.
You
He has to
gotta
find himself a good
go
woman. Yeah.
go into international club. You'll find a Ghanaian woman.
Raul, do you want to go to? Would you want to go to Basil's wedding? I would probably want to go.
Yeah. Basil, you should go for international night. You'll find good single ladies over there.
Well,
All right, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you
Uh,
think that so you what do you so you're Basil? Are you sure you're open to this?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Sasha, before we wrap things up, do you have anything to say to listeners? If they want to know more about you, uh, where should they contact you, or and
Give
if they want to know more about you, what um, can can you give them your contact info?
Yeah. If you go on YouTube, just type my name, Sasha, Sasha, and then Udin, Yudin, and that's my big kind of my portfolio of all my art and what I like to do. You get to see my poetry in action. I get to see my dances, and yeah, just I like to add content. So, I mean, I have a Facebook, but I'm private on Facebook. So, but yeah, go on YouTube, Sasha Yudin. Also stay tuned. Keep listening to Rahul's show and the two amigos or three today. Very enjoyed. Hope to be back here again sometime. Stay tuned on Monko. Get involved. Come to international nights. Come to international club. If you're thinking of going to school, for any listeners in your high school or so, choose Monko. And yeah, just stay healthy. Hope we got some good listeners today. It was a pleasure. Thank you all so very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thanks for
Thank you
being
so
on the
much.
show.
It's so
And
great hearing about your life and very inspiring.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we all have great stories, so it's always great to listen and also to share. So, very nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
William Basil, you want to sign it off?
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I have one quick question too before we sign it off.
Yeah, so do I have a question for him too.
Go ahead, Will, and then I'll ask.
Sasha, when you graduated from Monco in 2016, because I've been trying to talk to commencement and student life about it. If I can, did they give you like 5 tickets? Because that's what they're telling me. Or were you allowed to get more tickets for graduation?
Why? Because they used to do it in a big tent, not in a parking lot. They now do multiple graduations. It's not just one big grand graduation where everybody gets announced. Now it's very popular in colleges where people do sections like AM, 11 a.m., for example, would be liberal
PM.
studies, and then 12 p.m. would be so. Yeah, I would only reach out to. I don't even know who reached out. Everybody's new there from the time. No
Yeah,
one's.
I reached out to a lot of people about it.
Yeah, so but the best thing to do is persistence, and just finding reach out to the higher up people.
I
They
reached
can
out to student life and I reached out to commencement.
reach out to commencement, not student life. But that's just me. Um, yeah, but no, that's exciting. So May,
Uh, I,
wow.
yeah, I was just asking out of curiosity.
Yeah, yeah. It's
if you
very
remember
different.
from your graduation, because I'm
I
walking in
do.
May.
I do. It's very different.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get a few of my family members to come maybe.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, they should really allow it. I mean, bring
Yeah,
them.
yeah, like my dad and my sister. I'm trying to. They're coming so far, and so is like my best friend and his mom, and I'm also trying to get like uh five of my family members to come.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't give up. If anybody who says you can't bring more than it's a celebration, man. Like,
Yeah, I
like,
agree with you. Yeah,
but you just gotta just say what you're gonna do. Let them know that okay, I buy tickets, but just to let you know, I'm gonna bring about 10. That's all I
yeah,
can say.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
10,
Yeah. Tell
10,
everyone
yeah,
that.
10, 10, 10. Yeah, I want to ask them see if I can have five more tickets.
Vaso, you had a question too?
Oh yeah. Did you take the Broad Street subway line to get to Pierce University?
I took when I was living. I took like three different forms of transportation. When I was living in Norristown, took the high speed rail, and then I would get on 69th Street Station, and then
Yep. Yep.
69th Street Station takes you all the way down to City Hall, and then I walk from City Hall to Spruce. So it was quite a
Wow.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite the commute right there.
But when pandemic hit, it all went virtual, so it helped out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Because I live in Philadelphia right now. I live in Brewery Town, so I was just curious a little bit about your Philadelphia experience.
Yeah, hey, I worked at the Spirit of Philadelphia cruises.
And uh,
Um, it's great.
Nice.
and plus, we would like to say prayers to those six young kids that got shot near the SEPTA bus in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
they were young teenagers of like 15, 16, and 17. They got shot. So Philadelphia need to do something about those. But we still have to move and stay positive, be there for one another,
Mm, good
and
message, Rahul.
yeah, and
Yeah,
get through tough times. Um, yeah,
very nice. Thank you so much for having me on. I had a great time.
yeah.
Yeah,
William Basil, you want to sign it off?
yeah, yes. Saja, thank you for your advice to me. I really appreciate not to give
Oh,
up.
absolutely. It's just great to
Yeah, I'm
chat
not
with
gonna
you.
give up.
Yeah, no, no, you're not allowed.
I can't see
So,
why I can't bring more well, I can't bring more than five family members.
Tell them you want to bring more and to give you a couple extra tickets, or ask them.
Yeah, that's
well,
what I'm
Tell
trying
them
to
what
do.
you want there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Basil.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a parking lot. You know the parking lot, right? The Science Center parking lot.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
how big that parking lot is? Like, hey, wait, I can only bring five people, and that parking lot is like they barely even use half of it. So it's just, yeah, no,
Yeah. Absolutely.
make it the best for you, my friend. You'll be good.
yeah. Let's sign it off.
Hey,
Yeah, William, you want to sign it off?
Thank you for listening to Rockin' with Rahul and the Two Amigos. Remember, click and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Catch us next week.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.
See you
yeah,
guys. Thanks
See
so
ya.
much, Sasha.
Bye.
hasta
Goodbye.
la vista.
Bye.